Okay, hello everybody. Week one, day one. Week one is all about discover your ideal customer or your ideal avatar. Today, these videos are going to be raw, uncut, unedited. So please excuse me, but I just want to document this as best as I can, as quick as I can. Doug talked about the three things the three lessons that changed his life. And the first one was breaking the excuse, I'll do this when, or I'll do it later. His realization is that later becomes never. In other words, if you're going to do something, you need to do it now because there will never be a perfect time to start anything. So if you're going to start anything, if you're going to do it now. And he asked the question he told us during the next 30 days, we need to ask ourselves the question, what decisions do I need to make in order to move forward? Okay, so don't hesitate. Do start where you are. Don't think about being perfect. Number two, I don't have the money. Excuse that he used, I don't have the money. He was overwhelmed with debt, had thousands of dollars. I'm thinking over $100,000 in credit card student loan debt, and he was dealing in a state of lack. But he had to make a decision to move forward. His realization was that he was in denial because he was mismanaging what he had. So he had the money, but he was mismanaging it. Well, he had access to. He found a way to get the money. Okay. So winners find ways of getting things done, even in spite of. Okay. So don't use I don't have the money as an excuse. Okay, the next thing he also said in that section that transformation comes from the transaction. In other words, when you put a large investment down on something like a class, like a mastermind, it does something. You have to put pressure on you to come and show up and do the work and make it happen. So I think he talked about a story about a mastermind that Rick Bronson had sponsored, and he paid for it, the mastermind, and he was under a lot of pressure, similar to what I was under here when I bought the 997, because that was the whole paycheck, and it was basically my last paycheck, and I decided to go ahead and do that, to invest in it, and it was very, very difficult. Number three, I don't have the time. Doug was working in a restaurant, and he was working 12 to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, trying to make time for his family, his friends, and trying to start an online business. But actually, his realization was that he was hiding. He was hiding behind the fact that he had a lot of busy work. So, he said he didn't have time to launch his product, but he realized that he was scared. He was just scared to launch. He was scared to move forward. And so he was coming up with excuses, okay, not to start. You simply don't need all the time that you think. You don't need that much time in order to make something happen. Instead of saying, I don't have the time, we should say, how can I make the time that I need in order to do what I need to do to move forward? He said, our goal for this sprint is not to build, but to simply find out who we can serve, how we can help them with our offer, our marketing strategy, produce our marketing strategy, and we're going to launch. He said, we're going to launch. He said, your goal is to show up and deliver it, sell it, and how deliver it, sell it, how to format it for the delivery style, and then build it later. So we're not thinking about building in this particular exercise. We're thinking about nailing some other things before that. He said he had to do a lot of reframing his limited beliefs. He had limited beliefs, but uh, this reframing sent him from a negative $454 in the bank to a five-figure online business. I believe he made 50K first month when he started his online business. Momentum is important. He said momentum is important. Unsuccessful people kill momentum, kill their own momentum. But he said that we're going to keep the momentum going. In other words, you have to work hard to move forward and count a success, whatever it is, but don't stop. Keep fighting, keep moving forward. Okay, and then he said you don't need a Facebook group, you don't need a mailing list, you don't need a big following, you don't need a business system or a team in order to get a five-figure month. Okay, so this is very important to me because I have nothing. He said, let's work to grow your audience for the next 40 days. Clearly identify who you're going to be serving and what are you going to be doing to help them. Attract the audience and build the offer that solves that problem and launch it. He left us with a reminder. There is an audience out there waiting for you to step up and lead the way. Do you want to create, or do you want to create? Oh, do you want to give excuses that why you're keeping stuck, why you're being stuck? So it's a choice that we have to make. Okay, I choose to go ahead and step up.
Okay, the assignment that Doug gave us for day one, week one, day one, was to have us make a list of all of the things that uh, we have struggled with uh, uh, for the last 6 to 12 months. Um, what have we done to solve these problems, um, or struggles? And also, does anything unique stand out above the rest of all those that we listed? Reason being, entrepreneurs are problem solvers. And in order for us to be compensated for what we do, we need to solve problems. And we need to think about some of the problems that we have solved in our lives uh, that other people are going through now. Okay. So the areas that he wants us to concentrate on are the areas of health, wealth, relationships, and business. Okay. He wants us to write down anything and everything, just a brain dump, and then turn it in. That's our first assignment.